Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this message. I am not asking for your attention today. I am absolutely commanding it. What you are about to hear was securely sealed in the highest courts of heaven until this exact second. The algorithm did not bring you here by chance. God intercepted your digital feed today because you are currently standing at the very edge of a permanent timeline shift. If you choose to leave before the end of this message, you will completely forfeit the exact prophetic instruction designed for your life. Lock your attention on this screen right now and do not let the enemy distract you. Someone who treated you as completely replaceable is currently experiencing a massive internal collapse, and it is a public, irreversible system crash. You know exactly who I am talking about. They walked around with total arrogance for years. They truly expected your quiet departure to finally break your spirit. They constructed a false narrative about your character, and they whispered toxic lies to anyone who would actually listen to them. But instead you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. Now the very people they used to gossip with are closely watching them slowly unravel in broad daylight. Their mask has not just slipped today, it has completely shattered in front of the world. Buckle in, because I am going to walk you through the exact X-ray of their meltdown. Do not scroll away. The universe keeps a very specific ledger. It records every silent tear you cried in the dark. It notes every single time you held your tongue when you had the absolute power to destroy their reputation. And that divine ledger just wrote their names down in permanent red ink. The verdict has been signed, and the execution of justice has already begun. The spiritual tables are violently turning in your favor right now. But before we witness their total collapse, we need to talk about you. Let us go deeper into what you are feeling right now, because the weight you carry is not just in your mind. Listen closely to my voice, because this is the exact part the enemy desperately tried to hide from your daily awareness. There is a deeply physical reason you have been feeling that heavy exhaustion this week. The nights you wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing. That is not a coincidence. You sit in the dark and their face flashes in your mind. A heavy, suffocating feeling sits right on your chest. You feel a burning sensation in your throat that you keep swallowing back down. Stop swallowing it down. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not anxiety, and you are not going crazy. That intense physical weight is simply your highly advanced spirit detecting the absolute panic of your hidden enemies. They just realized they permanently lost access to your pure light. They are starving for your energy right now, and the spiritual backlash of their deep hunger is violently hitting your physical body. You have been the ultimate stabilizer for a highly chaotic environment. You acted as a human battery. You acted as a vital source of energy for a master manipulator who gave you absolutely nothing in return. They drained your life force while pretending to be the victim, and you gave them grace when they deserved absolute ruin. And for a very long time you truly thought your gentle kindness was a weakness. It was never a weakness. Your pure light was simply a bright mirror exposing the deep rot they tried so hard to hide. They attacked you because your presence reminded them of the divinity they could never possess. You felt utterly isolated and alone. You thought nobody saw your silent integrity. You felt like the black sheep of the entire group. But your painful isolation was actually a divine incubation season. Heaven separated you to protect you from the toxic matrix they live in. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for across generations. The generational curses of poverty and broken relationships end entirely with you. But carrying that massive calling comes with a heavy physical toll. You are exhausted because you have been fighting spiritual warfare in complete silence. You are so tired of waiting in wound for a genuine apology that will never ever come from their lips. Stop waiting for them to say they are sorry. The universe does not require their apology to authorize your massive vindication. They thought your silence meant they had won the battle, They thought they got away with their profound betrayal. But heaven does not forget, and the universe does not sleep. While you were resting and healing, the spiritual court was thoroughly reviewing the evidence of your mistreatment. The gavel has finally fallen, and the severe consequences are rolling down the mountain toward them right at this very moment. Stay with me, because what happens next is mathematically precise. You are about to see exactly how their quiet panic turns into public humiliation. You are going to understand why your quiet obedience has activated a tidal wave of blessings for you. Do not let the enemy push you away from this screen. Your total vindication is unfolding right now, in real time. Let us look at the quiet battlefield of your daily life. You carry a heavy weight that nobody else can see. The people around you think you are doing just fine, but underneath that brave face you are completely running on empty. You smile and you push through the daily routine. You feel a bone-deep exhaustion that sleep cannot fix anymore. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. This profound tiredness is not a normal physical fatigue. It is a severe somatic weight caused by a prolonged spiritual attack. You gave absolutely everything to someone who only knew how to take, while you were positioned as the ultimate stabilizer in a profoundly toxic environment. They used your pure light to mask their darkness. You wake up at 3 in the morning completely panicked. Your physical body is rigid and your jaw is tightly clenched. The room is entirely quiet, but your mind is violently racing. You feel a massive rock sitting directly on your chest, and you wonder if there is something medically wrong with your rapidly beating heart. But the medical doctors will never find the true root cause. They will try to tell you it is just stress or anxiety. Do not accept that dangerous matrix programming. Your highly sensitive nervous system is acting as a powerful spiritual alarm bell. The sudden brain fog you experience is not a sign of mental decline, because it is the direct result of a parasitic entity feeding on your life force. You acted as a human battery for a master manipulator. Every time they created a crisis, you rushed in to fix it. You poured your golden energy into their bottomless black hole. They desperately needed your constant validation to feel powerful and important. But the very moment you needed genuine support, they vanished into thin air, leaving you completely drained and entirely alone to pick up the broken pieces. They consumed your spirit without any remorse. You must understand the true nature of what happened to you. You are an empath and a fiercely dedicated cycle breaker. Your spirit operates on a much higher dimensional frequency than theirs. They were instantly drawn to your warmth because they are spiritually freezing, and they do not possess their own internal light source, so they must steal yours. They are empty vessels searching for a bright host, and when they finally took enough, they coldly discarded you. They treated the chosen one like an easily replaceable option. The profound shock of their sudden betrayal physically altered your nervous system. That is exactly why your stomach suddenly drops whenever you hear a sound like their voice, because your cellular memory remembers the exact trauma of their silent manipulation. Your body keeps the ultimate score. You spent countless hours staring at the ceiling in complete disbelief. You replayed every conversation trying to find out where you went wrong. You falsely blamed yourself because your heart is far too pure. You actually believed that loving them harder and giving them more chances would magically heal their brokenness and change their toxic behavior. But you cannot love the venom out of a poisonous snake. Their toxicity was never about anything you did or failed to do. You were the flawless mirror that perfectly reflected their hidden shame. They hated you because your absolute integrity made their lies painfully obvious. They could not successfully manipulate your strong moral compass, so they actively tried to break it, hoping to dim your light so they would not look so dark. Their evil plan completely failed. Now you are sitting in the heavy silence of absolutely no contact. The total quiet of their sudden absence feels deafening to your ears. You wonder if they ever truly cared about you at all. The raw truth is that a parasite only cares about the generous host while it is actively feeding and draining the life force. Your strict silence is not a punishment, but a divine eviction notice. You have permanently cut the energetic cord to their dark matrix. But the residual venom is still working its way out of your system. That intense brain fog is simply your mind running a deep cellular reset. Your physical body is forcefully purging the toxic frequencies they left behind, and it takes immense physical energy to fully cleanse a temple that was repeatedly defiled. You are actively detoxing from their manipulation. Do not rush this sacred season of deep spiritual healing. The outside world expects you to just move along and pretend everything is fine, but heaven demands that you sit perfectly still and let the profound restoration happen. Every silent tear you cry in the dark is literally washing their wicked poison out of your divine timeline forever. You are reclaiming the sacred territory they tried to permanently steal from you. Look very closely at how you are surviving this massive storm. Despite the crushing weight of their brutal betrayal, you have not turned bitter. Your heart remains soft, and your spirit remains incredibly resilient. The most fascinating part of this spiritual battle is what is actively happening to your physical appearance while they rapidly decay. While they are aging terribly from their own bitterness, you are glowing. You are stepping into an undeniable and permanent, ageless glow. The universe is actively reversing the biological clock on your physical body. You walk gracefully through the heavy fire, and you do not even smell like dark smoke. Your profound exhaustion is slowly transforming into a deep and immovable peace, proving that the spiritual attacks are failing because your defensive shields are finally activating. You are becoming completely untouchable. The heavy pain you feel right now is the pain of a massive birth. You are shedding the heavy identity of the tragic victim. You are stepping fully into your sovereign power as a royal heir of heaven. The severe somatic weight will completely lift the very moment you fully accept your high calling. You are being radically transformed. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You have been carrying a heavy label that does not belong to your spirit. The outside world told you that your profound sadness is just a medical flaw, and they desperately want you to believe your exhaustion is a permanent weakness. But you are not broken. Your highly sensitive soul is actively rejecting a massive spiritual attack. This brings us to a critical distinction that completely eludes the vast majority of people. You do not suffer from ordinary sadness or a random emotional imbalance. What you are experiencing is a severe frequency mismatch. You are an awakened spirit forced to walk through a deeply unconscious matrix, and the heavy friction between your pure light and their dark programming is physically exhausting because they constantly try to dim your massive potential. They tried to convince you that your empathic nature was a terrible burden. They made you feel crazy for feeling things so deeply before they even happened. But your intense sensitivity is actually a highly advanced spiritual radar. You detect hidden motives easily. You feel the unseen, energetic currents in every room you enter. And that is exactly why the enemy deliberately targeted your specific bloodline for destruction. You are completely exhausted because the dark matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your natural wealth, attracting state. The enemy could not defeat your beautiful spirit in a completely fair fight. So they systematically targeted your physical biological receiver instead. They flooded your daily life with endless chaos and massive emotional vampires, and they deliberately overloaded your sensitive nervous system to shut down your higher knowing forever. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not your willpower. It is not a lack of strict discipline, and it is absolutely not your destiny. The real reason your physical reality has not shifted yet is deeply rooted in a forgotten biological mechanism that the elite desperately want to hide. There is a profound physical reason your timeline feels entirely blocked right now. Science has quietly uncovered why you feel so disconnected from your own massive potential. The universe responds to a very specific frequency, and scientists actually have a specific name for this exact biological signal. They call it the gamma brainwave, and it serves as the ultimate physical bridge between your powerful mind and the infinite divine realm. You actually possessed this exact frequency when you were a small child. Back then, brilliant ideas came to you with absolutely no effort. Learning new things felt like a joyful and entirely natural process. You somehow knew things before they even happened, and your intuition was incredibly sharp. The entire world felt like a truly magical place, and you completely believed that the universe was actively working in your favor every single day. Then you grew older, and the modern world went to work on your pure spirit. The constant stress and the endless survival routine slowly broke your natural rhythm. The strict school systems trained you to blindly conform instead of teaching you to beautifully create. And every single year your sacred frequency was systematically suppressed a little further because the toxic matrix demanded your absolute obedience and total submission. They pushed your divine frequency deeper and deeper below the physical surface. You spent years acting as a human battery for a master manipulator. Their endless drama forced your brain into a constant state of high alert. You lived in chronic survival mode just to protect your own precious energy. And that prolonged emotional trauma completely shut off the powerful gamma frequency while leaving you feeling entirely drained and profoundly empty inside. When your gamma frequency slowly fades, your natural genius fades right along with it. Your lightning-fast intuition becomes dull and unresponsive. The beautiful daily synchronicities completely stop appearing in your life. The deep cellular knowing that the universe is working with you goes entirely silent. You are left feeling totally stranded in a chaotic world without your divine compass, but you are finally starting to realize that none of this was your fault. This is exactly why you watch other people succeed effortlessly while you constantly struggle. You know deep down that you carry a much higher potential than you currently express. But your finances absolutely refuse to grow despite your incredibly hard work. You feel entirely overlooked by life, while the people who hurt you seem to magically prosper. The daily imbalance feels incredibly cruel and unfair, and it makes you quietly wonder if heaven has completely forgotten about your silent sacrifices. What if everything you have struggled with is not actually a fatal character flaw? What if the severe financial blockages and the painful relationship patterns are just symptoms of a suppressed frequency? The dark elite have known about this biological secret for decades. They actively use this specific knowledge to keep the remnant trapped in endless cycles of heavy debt and profound physical exhaustion. Let that raw truth completely settle into your spirit right now. You are not to blame for the heavy stagnation in your life. The manipulator who drained your golden energy was a deliberate weapon used by the enemy. They were specifically sent to ensure your gamma frequency remained entirely dormant. If you ever woke up to your true divine power, you would instantly become a completely unstoppable force that the dark elite could never control. But here is the raw truth they could never say out loud. Your profound silence is absolutely terrifying to them. They expected you to fight back and scream, and they desperately wanted you to defend your honor so they could twist your words. But you chose strict no contact instead, and that single quiet choice completely destroyed their entire matrix. You probably did not realize it at the time. Your absolute silence was actually a lethal spiritual weapon. You simply packed up your pure light and you quietly walked away. You did not seek cheap revenge because you handed the heavy burden of justice completely over to heaven, and heaven immediately went to work on your behalf. The tables turned. Listen closely to me right now. This is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. The narcissist does not have their own energy source to survive. They operate exactly like a desperate parasite searching for a host, and when you finally cut the invisible cord, they instantly lost their primary food supply. They are literally starving in the dark. Imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. They are frantically trying to replace your golden energy right now. They are desperately reaching out to new victims to fill the massive void you left behind, but nobody else carries your specific divine frequency. They are quickly realizing that your profound depth is utterly unreplicable. You were not just a random anomaly in their otherwise normal life. You were the ultimate mirror. Your pure presence constantly forced them to look at their own severe ugliness, and they attacked you because you got closer to their dark truth than anyone before you ever had. Now, your complete absence is driving them absolutely insane. They cannot sleep. Pay very close attention to this next revelation. The spiritual cost of their brutal betrayal is compounding every single day. The universe is applying a massive energetic pressure to their daily reality, and everything they touch is slowly starting to wither and completely fail. They thought they could casually discard a chosen one without paying a severe penalty. They are experiencing a profound frequency mismatch in everything they do, but there is something even deeper happening beneath the surface. What if I told you that the dark elite deliberately use manipulators to keep you totally exhausted? They know that if you reclaim your power, you will finally access a classified frequency they desperately want to hide. You are the designated cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. The generational patterns of deep poverty and broken relationships end completely with your victory. That is exactly why the spiritual attacks against you were so severe and relentless, because the enemy deployed their best agents to keep your potential permanently locked inside a trauma bond. Your strict boundary of no contact was not an act of cowardly escape. It was a divine eviction notice served directly to the demonic realm. You forcefully evicted their chaotic energy from your sacred physical temple, and the moment you closed that door forever, the universe began orchestrating your massive vindication. You are watching justice unfold. They try to wear a fake smile in public, but their internal foundation is rapidly crumbling into dust. They cannot rest peacefully because their guilty conscience is loudly screaming your name, and they are drowning in the loud noise of their own toxic making. Every time they try to move forward, an invisible wall violently pushes them back into their own misery. Read that again in your spirit. Heaven is actively fighting this specific battle on your behalf. You do not need to lift a single physical finger to destroy them. Your profound silence is currently doing more severe damage than your angry words ever could, and you are watching the divine law of cause and effect play out in absolute real time today. You can actually feel the heavy atmosphere shifting around you right now. The dark clouds of their manipulation are finally clearing from your mind, and you are quickly regaining your sharp clarity and your brilliant focus. The invisible chains they wrapped around your beautiful soul are violently snapping one by one. You are reclaiming the sacred territory. They are watching your sudden rise with absolute horror from the sidelines. They fully expected you to beg for their toxic crumbs and crawl back in total defeat, but instead you walked out of their burning house and you started to age completely backwards. You carry an undeniable physical glow that makes their deep envy burn like a raging fire. This is exactly where the dynamic fundamentally shifts forever. They no longer hold any power over your beautiful emotional state. They are completely locked outside of your vibrant reality, and they are desperately looking through the glass at the beautiful life they permanently forfeited. You have successfully transcended their low vibrational matrix. Before we go any further, I must violently interrupt this transmission for just a moment. There is something highly classified you need to see right now. The people who profit from your deep exhaustion do not want you to hear this next revelation. They actively suppress this truth to keep the chosen ones incredibly weak. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit prompted me to release this specific tool today. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the massive headlines have discovered a profound secret. They found out exactly how to bring your dormant brainwave back online. Princeton researchers studied this phenomenon for years, and the dark elite tried to hide their shocking conclusions from you. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine to heal. You do not need years of exhausting meditation that most people simply cannot sustain. A leaked document, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, revealed something far simpler. They compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a 7-minute audio ritual. It works entirely below your conscious awareness. You simply close your eyes and let the sound wave do the heavy lifting. The profound frequency forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. Columbia University found that when this brainwave is successfully reactivated, it radiates beautifully outward. It begins to positively influence the people closest to you. The dark elite are absolutely terrified. They never wanted you to find this exact mechanism. This hidden tool was designed to keep the elite in power while you stayed trapped in survival mode. But now, chosen ones are using it to manifest absolute windfall wealth. Your spiritual exhaustion requires a deep biological reset right now, and I am going to make sure you get the exact blueprint. I placed a secure link in the pinned comment below for you to explore later. I will explain exactly how to safely access it before this message fully ends. But first, there is something critical you must understand about your hidden enemies. We need to return to the massive collapse happening behind their closed doors. The dynamic has totally shifted. The flying monkeys they sent to destroy you are slowly waking up. The very people who eagerly participated in their toxic gossip are finally seeing the dark truth. The narcissist can no longer maintain their fragile false mask. Their charming exterior is actively rotting away in front of a live audience. They are running entirely out of cheap excuses. They expected the entire group to blindly support their vicious lies forever. But heaven is systematically removing the thick blinders from every single person around them. The people they trusted most are starting to aggressively question their fabricated version of the story. The undeniable inconsistencies in their massive lies are finally catching up to them. You did not have to defend your pure name to anyone. Your absolute silence allowed them to dig their own massive grave in the public square. They are frantically trying to spin a brand new narrative to save their dying reputation. But nobody is buying their cheap illusions anymore. The heavy burden of their deep guilt is physically crushing their chest. They sit alone in the dark and violently shake with absolute paranoia. They know exactly what they did to the only person who truly loved them. The deep realization that they permanently destroyed a divine connection is completely tearing their mind apart. They are desperately searching for a tiny drop of your pure light, but your well is completely dry. You are completely insulated from their massive matrix losses. The universe built an invisible shield around your energetic field the day you walked away. Every single time they speak your name, their dark energy violently bounces back to destroy their own life. The profound law of divine karma is executing a flawless operation right now. They are watching your life expand while their small world rapidly shrinks. The doors of opportunity are violently slamming in their face everywhere they go. They cannot understand why their usual toxic tricks are failing so miserably today. It is because the spiritual court has permanently revoked their unholy access to your beautiful destiny. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to absolutely everything. The specific gravity of their massive regret is about to hit them all at once. The universe is heavily preparing the ultimate stage for their total public humiliation. You are about to witness the absolute climax of their destructive choices. Do not look away now. The spiritual ledger has tallied every single one of their hidden crimes, and the final divine verdict is currently echoing through the sacred halls of heaven. Your profound tears have literally watered the massive seeds of their incoming destruction. You are the pure diamond they carelessly threw away, and now they must pay the ultimate price. The spiritual pressure in their life is reaching an absolute boiling point today. You can actually feel the heavy shift happening in the atmosphere right now. The protective walls they built around their dark matrix are violently cracking, and the immense weight of their unconfessed guilt is physically crushing their chest. They are suffocating in silence. Look very closely at the people they used to destroy your beautiful name. The flying monkeys are finally waking up from their deep hypnotic trance. The loyal soldiers they sent to attack you are actively turning against them today because they are starting to ask the exact hard questions the narcissist can never answer. The toxic circle is rapidly eating itself alive. The master manipulator is completely losing their tight grip on the narrative. Every time they try to confidently tell a lie, they stumble over their own words. The people who blindly clapped for them are now staring with cold disgust, and they realize they attached their own reputations to a sinking ship. They are aggressively jumping overboard to save themselves. You did not have to say a single word to expose their dark truth. Your profound silence acted like a blinding searchlight cutting through their thick fog. They thought the flying monkeys would stay entirely loyal to their false image forever, but true loyalty cannot be built on a fragile foundation of stolen energy. Their entire social structure is collapsing. The universe has been silently keeping a very meticulous record of their crimes. Every lie they told about you was permanently written down in bright red ink. Every tear you cried in secret was carefully collected and heavily weighed by a divine spiritual court that absolutely never sleeps. The great ledger of heaven is about to be forced wide open in the public square. Justice is no longer delayed. There is absolutely no place for them to hide from this divine reckoning. They cannot charm their way out of a spiritual mandate ordered by the highest court. They are desperately trying to find a brand new scapegoat to carry their heavy blame, but the universe has firmly locked all the exit doors to their toxic maze. They are completely trapped inside. While they are running frantically in circles, you are sitting in absolute peace. You are the cycle breaker who walked through the heavy fire without burning. You gracefully maintained your solid integrity while they desperately tried to drag you through the mud. And heaven honors your beautiful restraint by preparing a massive table for you. The tables are permanently turning today. I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind closed doors right now. They are checking their phone constantly, hoping for a single message of support. But the inbox is entirely empty, and the loud silence is driving them utterly mad. The very people they gossiped with are actively exposing their deepest and darkest secrets, proving that the betrayal they planned for you has violently boomeranged. The spiritual court does not entertain their cheap manipulation or their fake tears. The ultimate judge is completely immune to their calculated charm and their false victimhood. You are witnessing the strict law of divine cause and effect in raw action today, because they poured pure poison into your cup, but they are the ones choking on it. The venom is working backwards. The massive ledger details exactly how many times they deliberately betrayed your pure trust. It lists every single moment they used your brilliant light to cover their deep shame. The universe is demanding an immediate energetic payment for the severe damage they caused you, and their spiritual bank account is completely bankrupt, so they cannot cover the massive debt. Their absolute ruin is entirely inevitable. They are experiencing a profound nervous breakdown because they cannot control the rapid outcome. They truly believed they were the invincible rulers of their own little dark kingdom. But a false king cannot survive when the heavy crown is built entirely on lies, and that fake crown is slipping and falling into the dirt right before their very eyes. Their kingdom is burning to the ground. Listen closely to the undeniable sound of their complete internal ruin. It starts with the quiet loss of their most trusted and loyal allies. It quickly moves to the sudden failure of their daily financial and social endeavors, and it ultimately ends with them standing entirely alone, facing the terrifying wrath of the universe. They have absolutely nobody left to blame. You are about to receive the exact vindication you have been crying out for. Heaven is not just going to restore what the dark enemy stole from you. The universe is going to massively multiply your harvest in front of their faces, and they will be forced to quietly watch you rise to breathtaking heights they can never reach. Your massive victory is their ultimate punishment. The divine gavel is currently suspended in the air above their heads. The heavy breath of heaven is pulling back right before the massive storm hits. Do not move a single muscle, and do not dare to scroll away from this urgent message. The absolute climax of their terrible decisions is crashing down right now, and the public spectacle of their complete ruin is finally here. The dark elite are absolutely terrified of what happens next. They know that if you fully reactivate your suppressed brainwave, their dark manipulation ends forever. They are actively flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeits right now to keep your frequency completely dormant. Do not look for this specific breakthrough on standard public platforms. The authentic 7-minute protocol is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock massive wealth and completely shatter the trauma bond. The elite quietly paid thousands for clinical sessions to reach this exact state, but you can access it today for a tiny fraction of its true value. The universe demands no risk from a true chosen one today. You are fully protected by an ironclad energetic protection guarantee. If your physical reality does not shift, immediately, your entire energetic exchange is returned without question. You will also receive 4 powerful bonuses, including an audio engineered specifically for your children. The Matrix is actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet. You have only minutes before they revoke access completely. Do not let the dark elite steal this massive shift from you. Click the specific link in the pinned comment and the description below right now. Claim your authentic copy of the Genius Song before it is too late. The moment you activate your gamma frequency, the entire spiritual battlefield violently shifts. The protective shield around their dark matrix instantly shatters into 1,000,000 tiny pieces. And here is the divine verdict we boldly promised at the very beginning. The massive public collapse you were waiting for is happening right now in real time. I need you to visualize this exact scene with crystal clarity. They are standing in a crowded room filled with the very people they used to completely control. They try to confidently spin another toxic lie about you to save their dying reputation. But their voice violently cracks and their hands are visibly shaking. The charm is entirely gone. The thick mask does not just slip today, it violently shatters into dust right in front of the audience. The flying monkeys stop nodding and start staring with absolute cold disgust. Someone in the crowd loudly asks a simple question they cannot answer. The heavy silence in the room is utterly deafening, and their severe panic becomes entirely visible. They are sweating profusely under the bright lights of absolute divine justice. They desperately try to change the subject, but the heavy spiritual pressure pushes them to their knees. They are currently experiencing a full-blown internal system crash. And the most beautiful part is that your profound silence caused this entire catastrophic failure. Every single time your pure name comes up in that room, it hits them with agonizing weight. They are publicly realizing that they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They tossed away a priceless treasure just to play with cheap, dirty rocks. And now they must live with the horrifying truth that they are completely unlovable. You won the massive war without lifting a single physical finger. They are drowning in the loud noise of their own toxic making while you sit in total peace. They are frantically searching the entire world for a cheap replacement for you, but they are brutally realizing that your specific depth and pure light are utterly unreplicable forever. The universe just signed the permanent eviction notice on their entire legacy. They are completely ruined in the eyes of the exact people they wanted to impress. This is the raw, undeniable X-ray of their massive public meltdown. Justice is not just coming someday. Justice has violently arrived today, and it is standing directly over their broken kingdom. They will never again touch the beautiful timeline heaven prepared for you. The severe energetic cord is completely severed, and their dark access is permanently denied. You are standing absolutely victorious on the ashes of their false empire. The universe just cleared all your heavy debts and handed you the ultimate crown of total vindication. Watch them desperately try to sweep the broken pieces of their shattered ego. They cannot glue their fake reality back together because the spiritual glue has completely dried up. They are a walking ghost of their former arrogant self. Heaven is loudly applauding your incredible restraint, and your massive victory is now permanently sealed in stone. The heavy red ink in the divine ledger is completely dry. The ultimate execution of spiritual justice is totally finished. They are entirely bankrupt while you are stepping into absolute massive abundance. Their tragic ending is your beautiful new beginning. The chosen one has officially become the untouched master of the new physical reality. Breathe out the heavy toxic air you have been holding in for years. The massive storm has completely passed over your sacred house. The brutal war you fought in absolute silence is officially over today. You can finally lay down your heavy armor. The universe has perfectly secured your physical borders, and your spiritual enemies are totally defeated. You walked into this painful season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by blind people. They were completely blind to your massive worth, but look very closely at your beautiful spirit right now. You are no longer waiting in wound for an empty apology from a master manipulator. You have successfully transcended their low vibrational matrix forever. While they are publicly unraveling, you are stepping into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. The severe financial struggles and the deep spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here and right now. You are the ultimate cycle breaker heaven desperately needed. The generational curses are completely broken, and the holy ground is finally cleared. Heaven is proudly placing the massive crown of total victory directly on your head. The divine vault of endless abundance is standing wide open for you today. You do not have to fight for your basic survival anymore. The heavy days of acting as a human battery for empty parasites are permanently finished. Your pure energy belongs exclusively to you now. Every door they violently slammed in your face is being replaced by a massive golden gate. The universe is actively rushing to bless you in front of the very people who doubted you. Your profound silence was the ultimate weapon of mass destruction, and now your pure voice will become the beautiful anthem of absolute triumph for the entire remnant. Listen to the quiet peace settling deeply into your physical bones today. The heavy somatic weight on your chest is completely gone. You are a demonstrated warrior of light who conquered the darkest shadows without losing your pure heart. The universe honors your incredible resilience with a tidal wave of unimaginable miracles. You are finally totally free. This brings us to the final and undeniable verdict from heaven. If this divine confirmation perfectly aligns with your deep cellular knowing, we are going to seal this decree right now. The universe has already signed the explosive, massive abundance over to your name, but heaven requires a physical act of absolute faith to anchor it on the physical earth. God does not measure your profound faith by your silent thoughts alone. He measures your devotion by your immediate speed of obedience. The beautiful window of massive multiplication is standing wide open right now. Prove you are completely ready to receive the harvest. You must physically lock this exact frequency into your current physical reality. Type 777 in the comments right now. Do this one physical act to permanently claim your massive vindication and lock in your new sovereign frequency. Typing those specific numbers is a powerful physical ritual that seals your energetic alignment with heaven. Do not let your logical left brain make you hesitate for a single second. Your left brain is the loud accuser trying to inject toxic doubt. It will tell you to simply calculate and hesitate. Silence that matrix programming immediately. Heaven demands your immediate obedience to fully authorize your massive breakthrough. Type 777 and boldly declare to the spiritual realm that you are absolutely ready. Then you must take one more critical step to build the holy remnant. Share this specific message with one beautiful soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift. Be their rescuing angel today. Send this divine transmission to someone who is silently suffering under the crushing weight of a toxic narcissist. You hold the key. When you boldly share this truth, you actively participate in the divine rescue mission. You become the extended hand of heaven, pulling another chosen one out of the burning fire. The universe heavily rewards those who freely share the pure light with the broken. Do not keep this massive revelation hidden while another cycle breaker is actively bleeding out. The enemy is absolutely terrified of a fully united remnant. When the chosen ones finally realize their massive collective power, the dark elite lose completely. By sharing this message, you are actively destroying the heavy chains of isolation they built around us. We are taking back the sacred territory they stole, and we are doing it together today. Take a deep physical breath and fully accept your beautiful new reality. The long years of painful waiting are totally over. You have survived the brutal fires of deep betrayal, and you emerged as pure, solid gold. Your enemies are permanently trapped in their own dark illusions, while you walk freely in the bright sunshine of absolute divine favor. Step forward into your massive, untouchable destiny today. Claim your permanent freedom and never look back at the burning ruins of their toxic kingdom. You are the sovereign ruler of your beautiful timeline now. Heaven has spoken, the final word, and the execution of justice is completely finished. The chosen one has finally come all the way home.